Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Charity. If it's your first time here, welcome, and if not, welcome back. And as always, thank you so much for being here with me today. I am excited for today's video. I have my cup of tea here with me with my cute little mug. It has my name on it. And as you can tell by the title, I'm sharing how I deleted social media and what I learned from being off of social media for about 5 years and why maybe you should consider deleting it too. I'm not going to say that you should, but if you clicked on this video, you might be dealing with some of the things that I was dealing with when I was on social media. So I'm just going to jump right into the video. I have my notes over here. First, I'm going to give you the backstory of what led me to delete social media. Okay. It was the summer of 2018. I was in Italy. I left in, I think, May, the end of May or early June, to Civitanova Marche, which is about 4 hours from Rome. It's a cute little province. I lived right in the square with a family, and like the square was like the center of where everything took place. There were flea markets on the weekends, there were live performances, dancing, art shows, a lot of different activities. And then 5 minutes up the street was the beach, and they were so kind to me. They gave me a bike, so I would just ride my bike to the beach and around the province. So really the beach was like 2 minutes up the street if I decided to ride the bike. I was there to tutor their 4-year-old son. A friend of mine had invited me, so I was not there alone, and it wasn't my first time being out of the country. I spent 2 years prior teaching in Thailand and having the opportunity to travel through Southeast Asia while there. So a friend of mine told me about the job in Italy, interviewed, got the job. Boom, there I am. At first, I was not feeling it. I felt like I should be doing more with my life. And what was I actually doing? I felt like I was really wandering more so without really having a purpose or a direction at that time. And I remember sharing with a friend what I just shared with you, how I was feeling about myself and life at the time. And they said, well, take a picture and post it on Instagram. There are a lot of people that would love to be in Italy and spend the summer there and do exactly what you're doing. So, just post a picture and everything will be okay. What? Like, that wasn't the solution. That wasn't really what I was looking for. It really got me to thinking, and it allowed me to reflect on my relationship with social media. Because when I looked back, I was spending a lot of time on social media. I was waking up in the middle of the night. Well, not to get on social media, but if I woke up in the middle of the night, instead of putting on a meditation or a story or something to help me fall back asleep, I would start scrolling on Instagram and I would start comparing myself to other people. And then by the time I got off, I felt bad about myself. I felt like I wasn't doing enough. What am I doing? Like, why don't I have a career? Why am I not married? I'm not living my life right. And like, who's to say all of that? Like, that's not true. So after that, I just deleted it. I didn't make a plan for it. It just was something that naturally happened. I said, okay, I'm not doing this. And I deleted my social media. I already had relationships with people in my life, like real meaningful relationships. And that brings me into the first thing that I learned when I deleted social media. Well, not even learned. I was able to deepen my relationships with my friends and family over the past few years. Not having the social media has allowed me to really focus on what was important to me. So instead of sharing a picture online, I'll share it with my close friends and family of something that brings me a lot of joy or something that I think is funny. I'll send a voice memo or, the highlight of my day, things like that. And those small things, I personally feel like they deepen your connection because you're not sharing it with the internet. You're really sharing with people who get you, who understand you, who want the best for you. And that's very important for me. Friendships are very important for me. I definitely value my relationships a lot. I like intimate relationships with people. So I think kind of creating that space where you're seen and you're heard is important. And I think not having social media really allowed me to do that. So I had, when I was in Thailand, my best friend, she came and visited me for 2 weeks, so that was really fun. And then in Italy, I had two friends that came, and we traveled before I returned back home. We went to Cinque Terre. I think I'm saying that right. I'll put it at the bottom if I'm saying that incorrectly. We went to Rome, Florence, and Venice. While they were there, I was able to be fully present with them. I was able to really create long lasting memories. We have like a photo album of so many pictures and memories that I will never forget. And I think things like that are very, very important, at least for someone like me. I know everyone's not like a big friend person, but we all need human connection. And while spending that time with them and being fully present with them opens up the space to be vulnerable, to share, and to get closer. I think that you get closer with people when you are vulnerable with them. It allows them to see you, it allows you to connect, and it allows people to meet you where you are and you to meet them where they are, which is important and essential. So for me, not having social media allowed me to really connect with them on a different level, because before I was just comparing myself to everyone online, whereas now I'm able to share things with my friends and they know me, they know me. And so when I go to them for advice or go to them with how I feel, what I'm hearing back, what I'm receiving is something that is really meant for my well-being. It's coming from a place of love and caring about me and really seeing me. So I think, yeah, that's important to me. That brings me to number 2, which is becoming in tune with yourself and healing. Self-acceptance and healing, I feel like personally, maybe go hand in hand, because once you learn to accept the things about yourself that you don't like, and accept the experiences that may have happened to you that are still weighing down on you, you can heal those traumas, those disappointments, those losses, and begin to move forward in life. And that requires a commitment, because it's not easy. It can be very hurtful, triggering, and painful. It can also bring a lot of peace, a lot of joy, and a lot of clarity as well. And by being in tune with yourself, I mean, really sitting with yourself, without the distractions, like without the social media, the TikTok, anything, just you. Who are you when you are by yourself? What do you really like to do? What brings you joy, like true, pure joy? Doing more of those activities and learning about those activities. Mine was gardening. I always wanted to have a farm, but I never really took the time to learn how to garden or anything like that. And then I just started. I went to Walmart. I brought a few herbs, and that turned into me learning how to start from seed and digging out the garden in my parents' backyard. And I really found something that I was passionate about that brought me a lot of joy. It brought me a lot of healing. And just figuring out those things about yourself and finding what really works for you, what's healing for you, because what works for me may not work for you. We look to social media And there are people who may have experienced things that we have. And I think that's a positive because we're talking more about things that have impacted us. And it also has its downsides where it can be triggering for you if you haven't healed those things, or you're getting misinformed about different subjects. I think it's important to learn what you need, what works for you. Sometimes journaling works for me, and other times I don't journal for months. I can journal every single day, and then one day I'm like, I don't want to do that anymore. And I might need something else to do that helps heal my heart or brings me peace or clarity. Or maybe I'm just past that phase, and I don't need it as much. And I think it's very important to learn those things about yourself. Yeah. What are your boundaries? How can you communicate them? Learning a lot of those things about yourself, I think that really, really helped me with not having social media. I was able to really discover, who I am as a person. I know who I am, and now I'm at the point where you can't tell me who I am. Yeah, some things might be right, but I don't take things that don't belong to me. Number 3 is being present. Oh my goodness, being present is so important. I know you probably hear that all the time, being present, being present, being present. But yes, not having social media, I was forced to be present. I was forced to be present at dinner with this Italian family. I was forced to be present hanging out with friends in Italy. I was forced to be present at home when I returned back to the US. And every situation I was in, I'm forced to be present because I didn't have Instagram to go to when things got awkward or there was an awkward silence and to start scrolling. And I'm glad because I learned to get comfortable with those awkward silences. I learned to be okay with not having anything to say, because sometimes I really don't have anything to say, and at times I can resort to just talking about just something random. But then I learned, I don't have anything to say. I'm not going to say anything, and that's okay. I'm not being rude. That doesn't mean I'm not enjoying your company. The awkward silences suddenly aren't as awkward anymore. I'm able to enjoy company with people, truly enjoy their company, truly listen to people, actively listen to them, and have a conversation and really show up for other people and also show up for myself because I'm fully present. Social media isn't taking away my time, and when I'm with you, I'm with you. The last thing that I gained was confidence. I am so much more confident now than I was before, and that really is because I deleted social media. If I would have stayed on social media, I really don't know who I would be right now. After deleting it and really learning a lot about myself, I became more comfortable with who I was. And through being more comfortable, I became more confident in who I was. And through that confidence, I learned how to set boundaries. I started going after my goals, which is I wanted to do YouTube for a long time. And I honestly, I didn't have the confidence to get on YouTube, and I don't even know what made me do it. I told myself, you know what? You have to start. But I think, hey baby, sorry, Olivia's down here. Right now I have a healthy relationship with social media, and I'm really happy that I took that time for myself and made a commitment to myself for healing and self-love, where I'm able to get on and get off and not feel those same icky feelings that I used to feel before. So if you are also struggling with social media, I hope this video really helped you. Please comment down below if you have any questions or comments, if you're thinking about deleting social media or taking a break. And also, if you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let me know if there are any other topics that you would like me to talk about. And as always, take care of yourself and remember to put yourself first. Mwah.